Hi guys, in this episode of RDK, I'm gonna be checking out another music video that was not like the main music video of the album it came with, but instead it was a music video for a B-side, that being ITZY's Swipe music video. And this, I'm pretty sure, comes with the album that Loco is from, which was a really good song, and I'm pretty sure it was the song that I put on my top 2021 K-pop songs of top 21 K-pop songs of 2021 list. Even though it was a very tough competition between Loco and Mafia in the Morning. Mafia in the Morning is my personal favorite, but Loco was definitely the objectively better song. So I'm curious how this song is going to end up being like, whether I'm going to like it or not. And honestly, depending on how much I like this, I'm going to be reacting to ITZY's B-sides, like their whole B-side discography. I've already decided to do that, but depending on how much I like this, I'll either do it more sooner or I'll put it on the back burner for a little bit. And also, if you guys want me to react to ITZY B-sides sooner rather than later, you can also persuade me to do so by commenting down below that you want to see that, or potentially going to my Patreon and donating at the specific tier that I've created for it, and essentially demand a reaction to ITZY B-sides. But it's really up to you whether you want to do that or not. Like I said, I already have an interest to check out some B-sides from them, but it might be a while, especially because I've started to get a little bit of a burnout, because today I've reacted to so many music videos and I still have a decent amount to go through. So it might be a couple of weeks before I sit down and react to K-pop stuff again. Although for you it's probably not gonna feel like a week at all, because I record a lot of videos ahead, and right now I'm like probably like at this point I'm probably 70 Rate the K episodes ahead, which is kind of insane, but that's what happens when a lot of shit happens in February, to the point where I just recording videos is the last thing I want to do, you know. But yeah, I'm getting a little bit sidetracked. Let's go back to the song. Let's get into ITZY Swipe in 3, 2, 1. Definitely feels like a B-side. There's definitely some really good editing in this music video. Yeah, this song is definitely like kind of appealing to my tastes, because it's like rap heavy and it's hard hitting. Like, this is the kind of stuff that I like. But I feel like it's a little bit directionless. But I'm going to talk about it more after the reaction. I love the transitions in this music video, man. And so many good outfits in this as well. Oh, that loading sign is kinda annoying. Mildly infuriating. You know, with that pre-chorus, I can definitely see some people not really being fans of this song. I actually don't know what the reaction has been to this song, but I can definitely see it being controversial. Okay, so I definitely have a couple of issues with this song. I don't think it's bad. It definitely has the things that I usually like for these kind of songs, but it feels like a B-side. And that is perfectly fine because this is a B-side at the end of the day. But considering that it also has a music video, there's this a little discontent in my brain, like I don't know, kind of like cognitive dissonance, where I'm seeing this cool music video and a decent song, but the two just don't match up because I'm used to having better songs for ITZY's music videos, you know. So there's this a little bit of a clash in my head that I have, but. Again, for the song, I have an issue with it because I feel like it lacks a little bit of like a style to it, for lack of a better term. Like, if you've seen my last couple of reaction videos that I've uploaded, I've kind of talked about in some of them about K-pop songs this year having a certain spice that was missing throughout most of 2019, 2020, and 2021. And this was obviously from 2021, so it's not gonna have that spice, but that spice is what I'm trying to say that is missing for the song. Like, there's not this, I don't know, this all-encompassing thing that manages to make the song kind of work together. Because right now, there's these verses which are pretty cool, like enjoyable, and the rapping, I do like it, but there's something missing that ties it all together. I feel like maybe this song should have had a little bit more of a melody to it rather than just like an instrumental beat. But it doesn't have that, and it feels like kind of doesn't really. It's not like complete. Like there's all these sharp edges that the song has, but it doesn't have the cover in it to make it one complete thing. Is kind of what I'm trying to say. This song feels like. I still think ultimately I like it, but again, I don't really have much of a comparison to make with other ITZY B-sides, so I'm also struggling in that regard. But I will be checking out some ITZY B-sides in the future, so I guess I'll keep some of my final thoughts for this song for then. I'm still gonna obviously give you my final thoughts right now, but I might talk about this song when I react to those other B-sides, is what I'm trying to say. But otherwise, I do like the creativity in the music videos. I love the transitions, I love the outfits. And it's overall pretty decent, but it's just that I feel like I guess maybe I expected something a little bit more. Like, I expected potentially like another title track level of quality from the B-sides. And honestly, can you blame me for that? Especially considering how the last few groups whose B-sides I've checked out have been all flipping amazing, regardless of the fact that the B-sides were released years ago. So of course I would expect that the B-sides of ITZY as well is going to be higher quality. But again, I don't know. I have limited knowledge of ITZY B-sides, so I can't really make an educated opinion on it. But still, we're gonna be going into the song for a second time before I say my final thoughts. So let's get into it again in 3, 2, 1. I like the chorus. Honestly, this part that could easily be considered annoying, I kinda like it the most. There's definitely parts in this song where I feel like there's that spice that I'm missing throughout of it all, but it's only like bits and pieces, which is a shame. Like for example, this part I feel like kind of has that spice, funnily enough. But like I said, at least I like the visuals and the outfits and everything. And the choreo as well. Okay, so my opinion on this song is pretty much like what I already said. It's good, it's okay, but I don't think I'll really listen to it again, at least not until I check out more ITZY B-sides, so I kind of put this song into perspective, because I kind of realized that a lot of the time how much I love a song or how high I rate a song really depends on the perception that I have for the group and for the song. Like, if a group has mostly 5 out of 10 kind of songs and all of a sudden they release a 7 out of 10 song, I obviously would really like it compared to those and would be more willing to rate it a 10 out of 10. But if they release all songs that are 7 out of 10, they will all start to kind of blend together. So once I get a perspective on the B-sides for ITZY, I'll hopefully get a better understanding of where this fits in terms of its quality, but so far it's serviceable. In terms of a rating, I'm going to give it probably the lowest score I've given a song today, which would be a 7.7 out of 10, which is still not bad, but it's not what I was hoping it was going to be. There's still things to like about this song, and I don't hate it or anything, but it's not as good as I was hoping it was going to be, so there's that. But yeah, before we end this video though, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 3 patrons on Patreon: Omar Bridgman, Deadpool, and Shenches. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you have decided to support me, have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And now, before we end this video, I just want to talk about something to you guys very quickly, which some of you may or may have not noticed before or know about me, that being the fact that I am trans. And yes, this may come as shocking to some of you because I don't really flaunt it that much on my channel, or at least I feel like I don't. Outside of like my K-pop reactions, which is where I feel like the most comfortable being myself like this. And yeah, I am in fact trans. I'm not necessarily full-on male to female, but I heavily want to transition to being pretty female. I do consider myself more non-binary though, or maybe gender fluid would be the best descriptor as well, because I do have occasional moments where I feel fine being like just a normal guy, but most of the time, like right now, I do feel very dysphoric. And that's why I'm asking you guys for any help that you can give me, because my situation right now, I don't really see any way outside of you guys' help. Because, and this is gonna be kept short and concise, I live with my parents. They're never going to accept me as a trans person. They just never will. And as a matter of fact, back when I started the YouTube channel, I was actually kind of slightly starting my transition back then, with like starting to grow out my hair. I even got to DIY HRT, but because my parents started noticing certain things, like my behavior had changed a lot and my clothes had changed a lot, I kind of had to stop doing that because they were constantly nagging me about cutting my hair and just started to kind of be threatening in a certain way, and felt like they were ashamed of me and everything, and that just kind of stressed
just tired me out to the point where I just gave up. But as dysphoria goes, it just doesn't go away, you know. I still feel like this, and in fact it's somewhat been intensifying again recently, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. And again, I would really appreciate any amount of support you can give me in regards to this, because I just don't see any way out of this. Because even if I moved out of my parents' house and got myself a job and everything, that's just not gonna work for long-term planning, because once I transition, it's like I probably will not be able to get myself a job, because my country is very transphobic. Nobody gives a shit about LGBT people at all. So there's not even much I can do even in terms of transitioning here. So yeah, I don't know. I just would appreciate any amount of support you can give me, be it monetarily or in any way otherwise. And this is not about boosting my channel or anything, or guilt tripping you with my sob story. I just wanted to get this off my chest and make my subscribers aware of the situation that I am in, and that I would appreciate anything that you guys can help me out with. It would mean literally everything. Like, for example, a friend that I made after starting this YouTube channel, my good friend Yuri, has been helping me out a lot. And I genuinely might have not been here if it wasn't for him showing up and befriending me. So yeah, this just went a little bit longer than I intended, but I would just really appreciate anything you can support me with. That's kind of ultimately what I'm trying to say.
And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description to my Twitter if you don't follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!